What's up, YouTube? Tench Arizonia, the angry Dracolope of the Dracolope crew here, and today I have the final Cold Steel unboxing for you, and first impressions. And they are of this knife. Now, I know the box doesn't say what it is, but I'm about to tell you what it is. It is the Cold Steel Finbear. So without further ado, let's get the box open, and we will use the K-bar piggyback for that. I've actually sharpened it a bit better since the last video. Let's get this Cold Steel unboxed and see how its edge performs. Now, again, the Finbear is one of Cold Steel's more budget-oriented knives. Don't know how the box opens on this one. Ah, there we go. And that is probably a good thing. Let's just get it on the desk here. Get the box out of the way. I will be keeping the box because it makes them easier to transport. And we will put the K-bar away. Oh, and since sharpening this little knife is actually a lot better. Get into that in a later video though. Now, I'm going to be using my go-tos for cut tests to test the factory edge. A target from my airsoft targets and a standard piece of writing paper. Now, if this knife is anything like the previous Cold Steel, which was the Roach Belly, I'm expecting it to cut well. Similar sheath to the Roach Belly. Not too sure about the sheath, to be honest. It's a bit more form-fitting than the Roach Belly's sheath. So, let's get on with it and get the knife out. And that is actually a pretty tight sheath. So far, first impressions, I like the handle. Nice and grippy. Don't see you slipping up on the blade with that handle, but that sort of thing can happen. And again, this is a Krups 4116 stainless steel. This particular one though is not cryo treated like the Roach Belly is. Anyway, you can see that's a pretty classic looking knife. Ergos, good handle, no hot spots in either reverse or forward grip. I do like the little Finbear logo on the blade. Again, it's a satin finish on the blade. So, let's see. First off, we'll use the target. And we'll see how well this blade is sharpened. Oh, that is ridiculously sharp. Yeah, that's the kind of edge I expect when I get a new knife. Yeah, that is plenty sufficient. I will still strop it up though, because it could be sharper. But that said, this is a really sharp knife already. Paper is actually thinner than targets, so let's see how this handles. Little bit of a snag, but that is to be expected with writing paper, especially as this knife has not been stropped yet. You can see those little curly cues I'm cutting off there, but yeah, perfectly adequate edge on that. In fact, I would say that is an extremely good edge without question. Yeah, I don't need to do any more cutting with this to prove my point. Although, speaking of proving the point, yeah, even tip cuts are easy with this blade. So yeah, this blade, like the roach belly before it, is very sharp right out the box. Now, I wouldn't expect any less from cold steel, to be honest. And I do like how securely it locks in the sheath. No rattle. No rattle at all, so that is actually surprising. This kind of sheath generally has a little bit of rattle. I'm not saying I'm a big fan of the sheath, to be honest. It is kind of stiff to get the knife out of, but yeah, if you're going to be carrying something this sharp on your belt, you do not want it to be falling out. This thing ain't going to fucking fall out no matter what you fucking do. So yeah, this is actually a very good knife. Very tight sheath, and that I'd say is a plus. Ergos are pretty fucking good. No jimping on the blade, but that really isn't a problem. Basically, the entire handle is jimping, if you can see what I mean there. The entire handle is basically jimping. It is textured. Yeah, a very nice knife, especially for the price. Price of this is sub $20, under $20. I think I paid around $15, $16 for this, to put it in the current currency conversion. But yeah, a very good little knife upon first impressions. And as I've said in the past, I have not had any problems with the Krupp's 4116 stainless steel. In fact, one of my favourite knives, which is this, one of my favourite cold steels, is the Cold Steel Kudu, also made out of the Krupp's 4116, as is the Roach Belly I've done a first impressions of last week. I don't really think I can say much more about this knife. I think, in this case, the blade speaks for itself. It indeed speaks for itself. A very, very nice edge right out of the box. Let's do a little more cut on that, shall we? Yeah, you look at that. That's right out the box. No stropping, no sharpening. Nothing done to this knife as I took it out of the box. And I'm cutting little curly cues. Let's see if I can actually get a thin one for the camera. Yeah, look at that. When you've got a knife that can pull that off right out the damn box without stropping, you know that you've got a damn good blade in your hands. Now, as I've stated in previous videos, some people do not like the Krupp's 4116 stainless steel because it honestly does not have the best edge retention. However, it is easy to sharpen and easy to sharpen to a razor's edge. And I'm not even joking there. Anyway, That concludes my first impressions on this knife, the Cold Steel Finbear. And based on first impressions, like the roach belly before it, I would say get you one. It's a good budget blade, ideal for giving to someone as a gift. Like some of the other knives I've mentioned, the roach belly, the CRKT RSK MK5, and the K-Bar piggyback. Although the K-Bar piggyback, I'd say, is more of a knife you would buy someone to teach them how to sharpen a blade rather than a good usage blade right off the bat. Anyway, make of that what you will. This was my first impressions of the Cold Steel Finbear. And as usual, if you like it, please subscribe, comment and share. And remember, be good to each other.